Hello and welcome to my pick a card reading. Today we are asking about the month of January, just a general overview. So we have four groups. We have group 1, group 2, group 3, and group 4. So you can take a second to, look at the groups and see which one resonates with you. You can also pick it based on the rune that I have as well, which is kind of like a general overview. Okay, now that you have decided, let's start with group 1. So this rune is about joy. So it looks like you're going to have a very, very good and happy January. It's also about productivity and happiness as well. Okay, so the Hierophant is our first card. So it looks like this month you're going to be working very hard, maybe learning, going to others for advice, as well as imparting your wisdom to others. This could be school, maybe working very, very hard, just being very traditional in how you do things. So it'll be very productive, especially with this rune. You'll be extremely productive this month with the Hierophant as well. For your mindset, we have the Crow. You're going to be just super into spirituality, being creative, the supernatural. You're just going to be really into kind of tapping into like your inner depth. So your mindset, you're going to be very drawing on your inner strength to kind of get you through and be productive this month. This is also a card of kind of like intuition as well. So you might be focusing on kind of drawing into those as well this month. So if you're going into law of attraction, or if you're going into any kind of, spiritual work, then it looks like this is going to be a very productive month for you. So for relationships, we have let your friends help you. So I'm not sure if you are single or not, but it looks like you're going to have a lot of fun with your friends this month. So definitely draw on them to kind of help you get through any stress from like being work and like being productive and stuff. Let them help you kind of get through that, because it'll be a very happy month. So I do see probably lots of get-togethers, maybe some, New Year's celebrations or parties coming up as well for you here in January. Okay, so for your career and finances, we see you're just being so creative. You're just kind of going for it, following your heart. We don't see it. This isn't a pentacle, so it's not going to be like a month where you make tons and tons of money, but it'll be a month where you really enjoy what you do and kind of follow, use your intuition here and kind of follow and go after the things that you really want, go after your dreams, especially with the Hierophant and the Crow as well. It does look like you're going to really go after, any dreams, anything that makes you happy. I see you kind of following after those this month of January in regards to your career and what you really want to do with your life and your career and any of these goals you have. So blessings, we have blessings and we have challenges. So it looks like you're going to have a pretty good month with lots of new things coming. I would say follow your intuition in regards to all these new things that are going to come into your life. It looks like it's going to be an extremely busy month for you. You're going to be super productive. Follow your intuition. Follow these new ideas that are coming. We are seeing that there is going to be some issues here with kind of making things mesh together. I have a feeling there's going to be so much going on. You're going to find it difficult to make everything work. This also could be relationship or friends issues as well for some of you. So there might be some kind of tiff with your friends, or some need to kind of get advice from your friends to deal with some relationship issue. For some of you, that could be an issue. But I am getting a lot of trying to make things work, kind of trying to get all of your goals and your dreams and kind of get them to mesh and to kind of fit in the month of January. I'm seeing that as being a major challenge for a lot of you who are watching this. Now, this is a general reading, so there are a lot of messages coming through as well, but I do see that trying to make everything work together. So definitely draw on your intuition this month. Definitely draw on, meditation, kind of, and advice from friends as well. Getting advice from people, specifically from your friends, is really going to help you get through the month of January. Yeah, very much, because you're going to have so much on your plate. Now, this is a good thing. This is a blessing. Lots of good ideas, lots of new things happening. Maybe some travel is coming, but you're definitely going to be extremely busy. So definitely get advice from those, whether it be from your friends or from your, your subconscious, your meditation, or your instincts. Definitely look for advice for that to kind of get you through how busy January is going to be. Sorry about that. I knocked the camera and had to fix it. So your advice for the month in general is release the dark wound and let love live. This is all about just not letting fear overcome you and just taking action and not trying to worry about getting things properly perfect and getting things 100% right and to avoid perfectionist tendencies. So I do see it coming with the challenge as a lovers here, as just a fear of having things mesh right. So things might not be perfect. Like, you're going to get so much going on this month, which is a good thing. And things might not kind of come together perfectly, but it's saying not to let any of those fears or worries stop you from taking action and from doing it in the first place. So this is really telling you just to kind of, follow all of these dreams that you have here. Like, follow these dreams, these hopes, these ambitions, and really go for it in a traditional sense, or ask for wisdom or ask for help as well, because it's going to be a super happy and productive month for you. And there is going to be a need if you really want, if you're stuck and you're really, kind of feeling upset about all the fears you're getting from this card. You're worried about not getting things right, or you're worried about having too much to do, or you're worried you're too scared to move forward. There is this need to take this guidance and this advice and this wisdom from your intuition, from, your guides, from whoever, from spirit, from whoever you look to, from yourself, from meditation, and from your friends as well, to kind of get you through, because this is going to be a super productive month for you, a super happy month for you. There's just going to be, some fear and some worry and some issues with getting things started, but it is saying that there's going to be so much going on that if you take advantage of it, it's going to be a very awesome and very happy month for you. Okay, thank you for watching. Okay, and group 2. Okay, so first off, we have this rune. This is about starting something in families and new beginnings. So it looks like you're going to start something new this month. It's a new year, so all those resolutions, get on them, kind of thing. Okay, and we see that again for you this month, the Ace of Cups. You're really going to be going for things. You're going to want to make your dreams come true. You're going to really put all your heart and your soul into all of these new things that you have this month, all of your new resolutions you have. You're really going to want to make those happen. So it's definitely going to be a very fulfilling January for you. So for your mindset, we have the Buffalo. You're going to be really grounded this month. You're going to be steadfast and kind of really working at everything you want to achieve. This is a card of when there's obstacles, you kind of see them as ways to learn and to grow. So instead of seeing challenges and setbacks, you see opportunities. So your mindset's really going to be very opportunistic. You're really gonna want to really achieve all of this, and that's your mindset. Your mindset is just kind of going for the achievement, going for these goals, going for these things you really want. And for relationships, we have trust. So it's just saying, this is just trust that things are going to work out. Have faith that things are going to be okay in your relationships around you right now. I see a lot of movement in your finances and your career this month. This could be new jobs. This could be a lot of communication. This could be travel for work as well. So I do see a very busy month for you career-wise, which could be going back into, for some of you, the Ace of Cups, all of these career goals and career dreams that you have. So this definitely could be some of you wanting to, get a new job or get a promotion or start something of your own. So I do see a lot of movement this month in regards to your career. This is a very quick card. It can be a little overwhelming with just how much there is. Sometimes it's just a bunch of stuff comes all at once, comes very, very quickly on top of you. But it looks like you're going to have a very good mindset, a very grounded and stable mindset to deal with any of these things, because this is something that you really, really, really want this. So you'll be able to kind of methodically kind of tackle it, which is awesome. And again, we see for your blessings, we have the Chariot. So you're really going to want this. You're really going to tackle this. You're going to have that force, that go-getting drive to really just make all of your dreams and everything that you want happen. So we do see a lot of forcefulness here in you, but it's kind of like very grounded, very like you can achieve it if you just follow steps A, B, C. So you're really going to be methodical in how you achieve that. Your challenges, again, we're seeing a lot of messages, communication. This again can be communication. So this could be a lot of like just a lot of things coming to you, things kind of like stalling you, setting things back, maybe too much information, too many options, maybe just too much of things coming into your life, which is really going to kind of make it hard for you to kind of follow everything. And this can also be just like inspiration and ideas, as well as like a free spirit, limitless possibilities. So it could really have too many options this month, too many goals, too many things you really want to accomplish, and that could be difficult. And I mean, with your mindset, you think you can accomplish anything, right? But it's really saying that a challenge could be kind of to focus on which goals you want, because you will be able to accomplish whatever you go after. It's just maybe there's a need to kind of really go after the ones that are the most important to you. Okay, and for your general advice this month, 2 cards popped up. We have come to life and going beyond normal. So this looks like you're coming into your own this month. You're really trying to go after what you want, bring yourself to life. Like go after your goals, become who you really, really are. We also have going beyond normal. This is a card that is saying that you are following your own kind of ideals and you're living on things. You might be doing things that aren't quite socially conventional, but these are things that are super important to you. And we see that again in the Ace of Cups, that these things you are accomplishing this month are things that are very important to you, but they might not be the most conventional thing, but they are really something that's, important for your own growth. So these cards are saying advice for January is just to follow what makes you happy, follow what you enjoy, even if it's not as conventional as you think you should be doing. It is saying that that's okay to kind of go just beyond what is conventional and what is normal and what is acceptable, because you really want this, whatever this is. Again, this is like, there's a stress card, which I think for some of you is completely not about relationships. I think for some of you, this is just about having trust in everything. Sometimes I find when I do cards, readings and spreads, since I do it really intuitively and I don't always use spreads very often, they don't always answer to my positions, which can be a little interesting. So I do think that this, like the impression I got when I pulled this was it was just about having trust this month, but I read it as a position of relationships. But I am really getting that there is trust. You need to really trust in yourself and in what you really want, because this is a brand new beginning. And I do see for some of you, this is going to be a huge year for some of you. I am getting this for some of you, this is going to be something that is going to impact your entire year. So there is really a need to follow and go after you and who you are and what makes you happy, even if it's not necessarily something that anyone else wants for you. Yes. So please do, for some of you who that resonates with, please do trust in yourself and your wants and your desires and follow what makes your heart sing. Because this is a very important thing for some of you, and it looks like you have the goals and the drive to accomplish it. And this, for some of you, this resonates with. This is going to be communication from other people. This is going to be people who are talking to you and saying that it's not right. That's what I'm getting for some of you as well. And those are going to be dissenting views that you need to not listen to. So if this resonates with you, definitely trust in yourself. Trust that what you want is going to happen, and do not listen to any of this dissenting communication that's coming towards you. Okay, and I think that's everything. Thank you for watching. Okay, group 3. So this rune is about focus, dedication, but it can also be about like spiritual power, discipline, self-sacrifice, and also kind of like a higher power. So this could be a month where you're really focused and dedicated, but also kind of trusting in a higher power to get you through this. So let's see. You this month, the Four of Cups. You're going to have kind of, not necessarily apathetic, but you're really not going to be focusing on what you're supposed to be focusing on. You're going to be focused on something else. So I do think that this rune is kind of talking of some help from a higher power here, and also a need for some focus, because this card is generally about not focusing on what you need to be focused on, and kind of your attention's elsewhere. So you're really going to be have your focus on the wrong thing this month, and this can also be a little bit of some emotional apathy as well. You know, with that said, your mindset is the B. This is someone who is very social, very hardworking, very active, and very buzzing. So I'm wondering if you're going to be so focused on like teamwork, or, you know, certain projects, or just all the work around you, you know, trying to be happy. Like, you're just trying to be super happy is a message I'm getting. But you're not focusing on the issues that are kind of upsetting you. For some of you, I'm getting that need to just be extremely happy here as well, and just focusing on trying to be extremely happy. But this mindset is just one of just, you know, being happy and active and content. As soon as I got to the relationship cards, I saw why those cards might have been there. We have reconciliation and calling in your soulmate. So I'm wondering if some of you who picked this group may have some difficulties in relationships right now. Maybe that there's, you know, breakups or separations going on. And I think that could be why there's this apathy showing up, and there's this, you know, emotional, not necessarily like pain, but emotional kind of cutting off of things. And then there's this need to force happiness, which is the impression that I got when I pulled that, was just forced happiness. So we do see that this might be a difficult month for group 3. We do see that your finances are going to be okay. Your career is going to be okay. This is a card of, you know, financial independence, someone who's proud of themselves. So you're going to be happy that way. So that's a positive. You're going to be self-reliant, very happy, very proud of yourself and your career and finance this month. And we're seeing that again here in your blessings. This is a woman who can be financially fulfilled. I just see, like, both of these pentacles and both of these strong women just show me that, you know, whether you are male or female, or whichever gender you identify with, these cards, because they're both, you know, strong, financial, independent, single people here, I'm getting that you are going to be okay financially and career-wise this month. That's not going to be the issue this month. The issue is going to be on your emotional situation here. You're going to be okay this way. You're going to be content, secure, stable. So that's not the issue this month. That's going to be fine. It's going to be dealing with the, you know, even some loneliness here, because he is quite alone, sitting there by himself. That's going to be the major issue of January for you guys. And your challenges is the Page of Swords. So think things coming very quickly. You're going to feel like overwhelmed. You're going to have a lot of things happening all at once. This could be, this shows up as thoughts and, you know, sometimes anxiety. I see the swords come off as that. So you're definitely going to have maybe some miscommunications. Maybe you're going to not get things done when you're supposed to. You're going to start things and not finish them. You're just going to feel really disorganized this month. And I think that comes along with the territory of the Four of Cups, when you're not focusing on what you're supposed to be focusing on, and when your attention is on something it's not really supposed to be on. Like, you're so focused on like one or two particular things that you're not kind of focused on anything else. And that's going to be a challenge this month, is kind of just to keep organized and keep things going as it's supposed to be going, and to kind of get over all of those hurdles and miscommunications and just constant, like, it'll feel like battering. I get like the sword, like constant battering this month. And I'm guessing it'll be mostly emotionally and like thoughts, anxiety as well, because it is a sword, and you'll be okay financially. So I'm guessing that it's going to be an emotionally hard month for you guys. And your general advice for January is new birth guided frequently. So whatever is going on that's causing these feelings, it looks like this is a good thing for you. It's a new thing, and it's fairly new, I would get from this card, but it's healing. It's a very healing card. So this is something you're going to want to protect because it will grow and you feel like it's not going to last and you feel like it's not going to work out. But it says that, you know, if you protect it, it will grow into something great and something amazing. So I do see that January is going to be a difficult month, but I think it will get better. I think that this is saying there is some protection there. There is some, you know, some spirit or something, some higher power is definitely watching over you and definitely leading you in the right direction. Something new is starting around you. You are secure here. You do know that you know, there's people around you as well. Like, you're not alone. This is a teamwork card. So you are aware that there's people around you, despite the fact that it will be an emotionally difficult month for you. Things are going to be okay. So look to February. February should probably be a much better month for this group. Okay, thank you for watching. Okay, and group 4. So this is the rune of journeys. Now this can be a spiritual journey or a physical journey. It can also be about things progressing. So, you know, from this I would say you're going on a physical or spiritual trip, or maybe, you know, you're going to take strides to completing something this month. Okay, you this month, 10 of Wands. This is the Light. This is a hard card. Too much responsibility, lots of burdens. So I see you kind of overwhelmed this month. I see you with way too much responsibility and kind of just wanting to just drop everything. But you're almost like the 10s are the culmination of their suit. So this is just a lot of responsibility and a lot of work. So you're going to have a trying month in January, unfortunately. But with the R rune here, the Ride rune, I would say it's more of a spiritual journey. It's not for nothing. Like, all these difficulties are definitely it's definitely a spiritual journey that you're going through this month. Your mindset, though, is the Camel. This is quite positive. You're resourceful, and you know you have this. You know you got this month. You know you can handle anything. You know that you're calm and you're content with it, and all this trouble you have, you've got this. So this Camel is an awesome card to have as a mindset for January with a 10 of Swords. This Camel's resourceful. He has the water on his back. He can handle the desert. This Camel as a mindset means you'll completely tackle this. As well, the Camel is a great traveler, so I do see for some of you, this is definitely going to be some travel this month for quite a few of you. Because the Camel travels long distances, and this is the rune of travel as well, journeys. Okay, and so when I was pulling your romance cards and shuffling them, a whole bunch came out, so I put them back in, and then a bunch of the same ones came out, so you have 3 of them. So I just kept them the second time because I figured if they came out twice, there's just a bunch of messages for you guys in regards to relationships for January. So we have getting to know each other, worth waiting for, and flirt. The impression I'm getting for a lot of the people who chose this group is that you're either single or started something new, or will be starting something new very soon. I think it's going to be a relationship that you're starting in January, or you've just started, or if you are in one now, it's going to be a great relationship. It's going to go on for quite a long time. I think it's new just because of these 2 cards. Like, I don't think it's a long-term relationship for most of you. Not for all of you, because this is a general reading, obviously. But for some of you, this is someone who's just entered your life or will be entering your life. We have worth waiting for, getting to know each other, and flirt. These are playful. This is a playful card. Also a newer card. You flirt a lot when you have a new relationship, right? And then getting to know each other again. When you're new, you get to know each other. It's like a newer relationship kind of feeling. And with waiting for her tells me that maybe some of you aren't in relationships. So I think that there's a bunch of you who pulled this. I think that for most of you, you will be in a new relationship or you won't be in one right now. But this relationship you get into will last a very long time and be a very good relationship. But not all of you will have that. This is a general reading. That's just the impression I got is that most of you will be in one of those two scenarios based on the cards that I pulled and based on my feelings that I'm getting from the cards that I pulled. But again, a whole bunch fell out for this reading before I put them back in, shuffled, and then 3 more came out. So I do think that there's going to be a lot going on romantically for the people who picked this group, and that the cards just had a bunch to say. So whatever relationship you are in or will be getting into will be an awesome relationship. So good, like, that's awesome, guys. Okay, and so for your career and finances, I pulled the 6 of Cups. This is an interesting card to pull for finances because it's about joy and nostalgia. So that's a very interesting card. I also think for some of you, this might not be a job. This might be you guys are traveling a lot. You might not be working much this month. This is a very interesting card to have for a career spot because it's so much about nostalgia and about old friends. It comes up as children sometimes as well, and about the emotions and feelings behind it. That to have it in a career position is interesting. Maybe you're working for a family for some of you, but I do think for a bunch of you, you might not be working. You might not have you honestly, some of you might be traveling a lot in January. Yeah, either way, I think that there is so much going on in other aspects of your life that, yeah, I think you'll be happy at your job. There's probably nothing much else going on with that. Please let me know, because this is a very interesting card to get in that position, so I would love to know for you who picked this group, kind of what's going on or what happened in January in regards to your career and finances. Okay, so for blessings and challenges, again, blessings, this is the card of leaving things. So I do honestly think some of you are going to be doing a lot of traveling this month. You could be leaving jobs as well to go to an older job or just changing jobs from that. But some of you guys are going to be leaving a lot of things in your life. Yeah, I do think a lot of you are going to be doing a lot of traveling. Not all of you, but I do think that we have 3 cards of journeys. So I do think that some of you are going to be doing a lot of traveling, which could explain is feeling overwhelmed and kind of overburdened here for some of you. For others, you're just going to be leaving, a spiritual journey, and you're just going to be leaving things that aren't working for you anymore. You're gonna take these problems and just drop them down. You're just gonna walk away from them in January. So some of you are gonna have that, and this could be a long-term job that you're leaving, or that you're trying to make better. But some of you, that at least one of you, I think that's the message I'm getting, is that there's going to be a leaving a job or some sort of thing going on there. The challenge this month is options. Too many options for you, and you really need to decide what is true and what's not true. This could be, for some of you, there's too many romantic options in your life, which would explain all of the romance cards. For some of you, it's going to be deciding between staying or going. For others, I think a lot of travel, whether it be physical or spiritual journeys, are going to happen, but there's going to be a lot of decisions that are going to be made, a lot of options that are going to have to be decided between in January. And this card is warning you that not all of them are good options, and not all of them are can be a real option. So there's really a need to kind of take stock into focus and go, like, if you don't go after the one that you really want, you'll lose all of them. So there is going to be that need to kind of decide. Your blessings is that you get to decide this month what to keep and what to leave. So you definitely have control in that. And your general advice for this month is after the storm. This card is saying that there is or will be a very difficult time in your life. And I am seeing that here. We see there's a lot of struggle and burden and responsibility going on. This does say that you can navigate it fine and you'll be okay, you'll get through it. But there's just that need to be aware that, there's going to be a difficult time and you're going to have to kind of get through it. But I do think for a lot of you, I think a lot of you, this is a spiritual journey. Again, we have the journey card show up at least 2 or 3 times here. And I think this is the month that you're going to kind of crack it. I think this is the month you're going to kind of move on from it. Yeah, you're definitely going to solve any issues from your past kind of thing, and you're really going to kind of move on from any of those issues. So I think this is the month you kind of crack it. Any of those difficulties you have, any struggles or burdens or over responsibility. This is a month you're really going to kind of feel like you've solved it, is what I'm getting from that card. Okay, thank you for watching, and please let me know specifically about this card, because that's interesting for me, and any of the romances would be neat as well, because there's so many came up. Okay, thank you for watching, and have a great January.